This is Bill Wills, one of my favorite people. Love this guy's music, his attitude over the years. Charlie Daniels on the Celebrity Hotline this morning with me. I appreciate the time so much, Charlie. The book, Ain't No Rag, Freedom, Family, and the Flag, is out and doing awfully well. And, of course, new CD as well. Charlie Daniels with us on WTAM 1100. Charlie, great to have you on. Thanks so much for the time.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
It's a great read. These are your thoughts. As we understand it, you put a lot of these together while you're on the road, and you put them up on the website?
Yeah, I started doing a column back when we first started our website years ago, and we call it a soapbox, and that's what this is. It's a combination, I should say, a collection of the essays that I've written over a period of years.
Let's talk about a couple of issues in this country. Charlie, loss of family. Family is so important to you. It's really one of the backbones of our society, isn't it?
It is the backbone of our society. There's no doubt in my mind about it. You know, of course, I come from a different place and a different time when things were slower and before we were mesmerized by television and that sort of thing. And, our family was always just it. I mean, it was like everything. You did anything and everything for your family. If one was in need, you helped them out, or if one was sick, you helped them out, and it was vice versa. And, family is God's intention for us to have families and to cleave to each other and to care about each other.
And for you to have a family and commitment in the music business, my goodness, what a challenge that's been over the years.
Well, I think anything can be a challenge. I think it's what you make out of it. I think, you gotta, when you get married, you gotta marry somebody who's, you can adapt to their lifestyle and they can adapt to your lifestyle. And I was blessed enough to find a wonderful lady, almost 39 years ago that we've been extremely happy, whether we had little or much, and we just had a wonderful life together.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Charlie, our military, you write a lot about them, you sing about them. Sadly, though, some of us at times seem to take them for granted.
It is sad. That's very sad that we do, because these kids go out and lay their lives on the line for us. And I think we take it, as you said, we kind of take it for granted that they're always there, they're always ready to go. They're real people. They're somebody's sister and brother, somebody's son and daughter, and we need to remember that. These are precious children, the cream of the crop of American youth. These kids are something else. I've been among them many times, and I'm a big supporter of the military, and we do a lot of USO things and try to, play for the military. I've been to Korea 3 times, Guantanamo Bay, all over the place, Bosnia, to entertain these kids, and that's what they are. They're kids. And they're, like I said, they're part of somebody's family, and they have done this on their own. They're not drafted. They go because they want to serve their country. They're highly motivated. They're healthy. They're bright-eyed. They're ready to go. And it's, that's a wonderful thing to have, and we should never take it for granted.
Charlie Daniels with me on WTAM 1100. Charlie, I want to throw a couple current events here at you. You got some thoughts about what's playing out in Alabama, this separation of church and state issue. To me, it seems funny. The separation of church and state, to me, means the state's not to have something to do with my church, but the whole point of our government and the Constitution, it's built on a belief that we are a free people and God sent us here to be free.
Well, the thing is that, a lot of people think the separation of church and state, that the Constitution says something about separation of church and state. It does not. It is not in the Constitution about separation of church and state. It just says that Congress cannot pass a law prohibiting the free exercise of religion. The part was put in to protect the church from the state, not the state from the church.
Right.
Now, everybody says, well, what if they put up if it was a statue to Islam or something? This country was not founded by Muslims. I'm not saying anything against Muslims.
Right.
It was not founded by Muslims. It was not founded by Buddhists. It was not founded by Hindus. It was founded by Judeo-Christian people and founded on Judeo-Christian beliefs. And that's what the country, whether we like it or whether they like it or whether they don't like it, this country was founded on a belief in God. And, the ACLU they can strut and do whatever they want to. And when their building has rotted down and they're all rotted in their graves, it will still be God. And I can imagine one of these days there is a higher court. and the higher court will convene after all is said and done here on this earth. And I can't imagine seeing the ACLU explaining to God why he had no place in American life. I mean, and that's going to happen.
Yep.
It's going to, and you know, I think about these things, and we don't think in terms of eternity. We think in terms of temporal things. We think in terms of next week, next month, next year. But we need to be thinking in terms of, you know, we're all going to die one of these days, and there is an eternity, there's a heaven, and there's a hell. And I don't want to be, I had much rather take my stand here on this earth than to be explaining to God why I didn't. So that's what a lot of these writings are about.
Charlie, do you think we've the political correctness has turned around a bit? We've been doing that thing a long while.
Well, you know, America is not a politically correct country. That's the long and short of it. You would think so. If you listen to the evening news or you read the Washington Post, you would think that all of America was a politically correct place. Let me tell you something. The people who write for the Washington Post and the New York Times and Dan Rather and Peter Jennings and these people, they know about as much about the middle part of this country as a hog knows about an airplane. They know New York. They know Washington. They fraternize with each other. They get their news from an entirely different place. They need to get out here in the heartland, out here in Wisconsin, where I'm at this morning, or Minnesota, where I was at last night, or Kansas and Missouri, and these places where the real, I don't mean the real people, because there's real people everywhere, but what so much of the population of the United States is, this is not politically correct territory, and it has not been, it's not going to be, I don't think it ever will be, because people look at things in a totally different way. They're not inundated by somebody else's opinion because they have to get up and go to work in the morning. And, you know, I mean, they have to, they get up at 5 o'clock, they go to work, the farmers get out at daylight and work till dark, and they know real life. They know what life is about. They know life is planting and reaping or working and drawing a paycheck and taking care of your family. And political correctness is a bunch of junk. It's nothing but semantics. First thing you know, we're going to be calling our horses equine American.
Hey, finally, Charlie, I never knew till I read the book you played golf, so how's the golf game? And more importantly, how's your health?
My health is fine, but I am so glad that my health is better than my golf game. My golf game is kind of pitiful, to be honest with you.
You sound like a typical golfer, just like the rest of us.
Well, I play because I love it. There's something I can do on the road. My wife plays with me, and we go out, and she beats me, in fact, and we go out and we're able to take the clubs along with us, so we go out and play and just enjoy ourselves. We played yesterday, in fact, or day before yesterday it was. And it's something to do, something to enjoy. Something you're never going to get good enough at. You got to worry about it getting boring, that's for sure.
Well, now, any golfer wants me to ask you, what kind of clubs you using now on the road?
I have got a set of, who makes a big Bertha?
Oh, the Callaway.
Callaway.
Yeah.
I got a set of Callaways right now, yeah. And I like them very much.
Excellent. Charlie Daniels, Ain't No Rag, the book. Charlie, I appreciate the time so much. Continued success, sir.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you for watching Cleveland Live Music. Don't worry, this cop that's approaching is not going to interrupt great uploads. He hopefully supports the channel as much as you folks who hit the subscribe button do. There's Patreon and GoFundMe information that I doubt he's going to do. You can. But subscribe. Keep watching. That's all that counts.